So hello again. I'm back with another project that I have completed. This was for a swap over at artandsassy.ning.com. This was a goodie bag swap. So this is the bag that I made, and I had to make 3 of these. And I made these out of an old tablecloth, and then I covered it with some lace from an old vintage curtain that I had bought at an estate sale. So it's very soft. I used some vintage lace on the front and on the bottom. And then I used some rosette trim that I got last year at the Scrapbook Expo. And then I made the little flower that's underneath from some of the vintage trim that I had in my stash. I used my very favorite ribbon as a tie, and I don't have any more. I just used all but about 6 or 8 inches is all I have left. So I'm kind of sad about that. But the back I left plain. Sewing is not my thing. I'm not a seamstress by any means. I don't make anything, but I do have a sewing machine, and I decided I would try to make these little bags, and I thought they turned out quite well. So inside the bags we were supposed to fill them with bits and pieces of things we had in our stash. For the first thing I have in here, I used a 7 Gypsies clip, and I put some lace on it from my stash of vintage laces that came from antique stores and estate sales mostly. This is a vintage clothespin, and I have some vintage lace wrapped around it and tied with a piece of pink and white twine. She looks kind of like a little lady with a dress on, doesn't it? I thought so. I thought it was cute. This is the lace that I used. It's just a great big thing that I got from an antique store, and I really like it. It's really soft. It's got a little bit of a smell to it because it's old, but not too bad. Excuse me. And then I used a vintage thread spool, and I put another vintage lace trim on there. And I secured it with a little Webster's Pages pin. So, let's see, what else did I put in here? That's all that goes in that bag. I'll put that back in later. I put another roll of lace, and I don't have very much of this lace left, but I thought it was, sorry, I'm off camera. Thought it was really pretty. It's just came in a bag of laces that I picked up somewhere. Kind of a crocheted lace. So I put some of that in. And then it's just an assortment of other things. Let's see what we have. Little pack of gold butterflies that I have a whole bag of, that I will never use them all. I bought them at a yard sale, and I must have got 500 of them. So anyway, let's see what else I have. I have some gears from, I think, Bead Landing. Have some old vintage bingo things you sit on your numbers, I think is what they, yeah, use them for the cards. Some vintage bingo numbers that came from an old bingo set that I bought at a thrift store. Some charms, assorted charms, different things. Ooh, things are rolling away from me. Let's see, there may be some more charms, but I don't have time to go through every single thing. Most of my bags have pretty much the same thing in them. Might be a different pattern, but they're all about the same. An earring. I thought was pretty. Some assorted glass beads, and then a few other kinds here. A little spacer bead with some bling on it. Let's got some more gears. Whoops. Some blue beads. Not sure what that is, but I have quite a few of them. They have, I guess it's a big bead you can put, it's got a hole through it, so you can use it for something. Some Scrabble tiles, and they all are, I have them in each bag, and this particular one spells love. The other ones spell out some other letter, some other word. I have a pen nib, a clock hand from Tim Holtz. One of these little fasteners. Whoops, dropping stuff. A metal butterfly brad. This metal thing with the big gold bling in it. A few other metal pieces. Just an assortment of stuff. Oh, an elephant. Whoops, my bead's rolling away. A few little cameos that I got a long time ago. I got these big bags of them at a flea market that I went to. So I usually always throw a few of those in. I'm about out of them. I've just about got rid of all of them now. Given most of them away. A few different odds and ends of buttons. Just different. This one's kind of blingy. This is an old one that came from a flea market. And this one also is a vintage button. Most of the buttons are not. I don't have that big of a stash of buttons. Well, that's another one of those cameos. A hinge fastener. Just a couple of things that came off of an old necklace. And this little thing. Two of these little dominoes that I got from the Dollar Tree. This heart. Another button. Two vintage dominoes, wooden dominoes, and that's about it. So, thank you for watching. Go over and check out artandsassydogning.com. We have a great time over there doing swaps. I hope you enjoyed my project, and thank you for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye.